Do not allow IRS scammers to rip you off. The IRS continues to warn consumers to guard against scam phone calls from thieves intent on stealing their money or their identity. I can't tell you the number of calls that I've received at my office from sophisticated business people I know, also older individuals and young individuals who are so scared and concerned that they've somehow not paid their taxes. Now, these criminals pose as IRS agents trying to trick victims out of their money or their personal information. And there are several tips that you can use to avoid being a victim of one of these scams. First, realize that these scammers make unsolicited calls. These thieves call taxpayers claiming to be IRS officials. They demand that the victim pay a bogus tax bill, and they con the victim into sending cash, usually through a prepaid debit card or a wire transfer. They may also leave you urgent callback requests through robocalls or phishing email. The callers will try to scare you. Many phone scams use threats to intimidate and bully a victim into paying. They may even threaten to arrest, deport, or revoke the license of their victim if they don't get the money. Scammers use caller ID spoofing. The scammers often alter their caller ID to make it look like you're calling the IRS or another agency is calling you. The callers use IRS titles and fake badge numbers to appear more legitimate, and they also use your name, your address, and other personal information to look like they are who they say they are, but they are not. Cons try new tricks all the time. Some of the schemes provide actual IRS addresses where they tell the victim to mail the receipt for the payment they make. Others use emails that contain fake IRS documents with a phone number or an email address for a reply. These scams often use official IRS letterhead in emails or regular mail that they send to their victims. They try these ploys to make the ruse look official. Remember, the biggest thing about a con is it's got to sound believable. These scams cost over $23 million to victims last year. The Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration, or TIGTA, has received reports of about 336,000 scams since this started back in 2013. Nearly 4,550 victims have collectively paid over $23 million as a result of the scam. Please be aware the IRS will not call you to demand immediate payment. The IRS will not call you if you owe taxes without first sending you a bill in the mail. They will not demand that you pay taxes and not allow you to question or appeal the amount you owe. They will not require you to pay taxes in a certain way, for instance, require that you pay with a prepaid debit card. They will not ask you for your credit card or credit card numbers over the phone. They will not threaten to bring the police or other agencies in to arrest you for not paying. And if you don't owe taxes or have no reason to think the IRS should be calling you, then of course, hang up. Don't give out any information and contact the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration. That number is an easy one, 800-366-4484. If you think you owe taxes or know you do, you can always call the IRS at 800-829-1040, and IRS workers will help you. Remember, these phone scams were first used to sting older people and new immigrants to the U.S. and those who speak English as a second language. Now the crooks try to swindle just about anybody they can, and they've ripped people off in every state in the nation. If you continue to be concerned about this, I encourage you to pick up the phone and call me, Tom Goolsby. You can call me anytime. My cell number is 910-262-7401. I'm an attorney. I practice law in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I am a real person. God bless. Don't get ripped off by these scam artists.